Right, Tom. So setup wise for me, it's pretty good to be fair. There's a lot of good things going on your setup there for a tall guy there. Nice posture, nice angles there with your body and stuff in terms of the club face. Grip pressure, I think, was quite tense. I mean, everyone gripped it quite tight anyway, but you were gripping it rather than holding the club, okay? Let your hands sort of sit in the club there nice and relaxed, okay? Now, in terms of the takeaway, as the club went back, you can see early doors, that club's going inside. Very, very good. That's hitting the bag there, as you can see straight away. If there was a bag there. Club now working way behind you. If there's a wall there, you've hit it already. Okay, and then your left wrist, now basically your left wrist, back of your left wrist points to the sky. Club's very, very much laid off. We'd expect somewhere between kind of here and here with the club face, and yours is kind of like over there somewhere where it's pointing, or the club shaft, so it's the face. Okay, so that club now when it comes back in the goal, but the hands are going to drop now, your head's going to sort of try and get underneath to try and get the ball up in the air. Club down, coming way on the inside, coming in from a really acute angle. Now if you square the club face up nicely, you might get a shot that kind of looks like this, but you have to slow the club down so much because the club coming this way at speed is not going to have a chance to sort of recover. You either shank it, block it way to the right, or if you were to slow it down, you might get one back to target. More often than not, it's going to be a bit inconsistent either one way or the other. Okay, so the feeling as you go back now, we're trying to create now is that club going back a bit more kind of up in front, even trying to miss that bag. You can still see that club working back a little bit inside there. Club now is kind of behind you here, not as high as it was, but certainly behind you. Top of the backswing. That club should be pointing towards target, so just be aware of where your thumbs and the shaft point, yeah? The club's laid off here now. You know, I've got to try and really drop that club way back on the inside here. Now the club comes back slightly more in front. You compare that position here to kind of that position there at impact. At least your hands are now in front of your body and got some space to go. Club is swinging a little bit more kind of this way as opposed to in there. And the strike's pretty good. And the ball then towards a bit of a heel, to be fair. So that was a slightly hosily one, that one, to be fair. Okay. But your better shot, should we say, your path was more that way. Now, they did go a long way this way as the previous shots you can see on the camera there. They went to the left, but that's because you're just used to sort of trying to use your hands so much, okay? You've got to try and not quieten your hands do work, but just keep the club face a little bit more kind of square for longer, not ripping over and doing too much of this. You time it well, it might go a long way, but it's just a tough way to play golf. The club's coming from in, the club face is doing that. It's just a bigger, really consistency-wise doing that's going to be tough. And you're not going to be a short time. I mean, when you had the good contacts, you'd have got 180 yards, 160, 70 yards with a 7-iron, but they're just a long way left, yeah? If we can set that club face a little bit more passive to impact, a bit more sort of square for longer rather than whipping over, get the ball in play more. Okay, mate? Yeah. Make sense?
Awesome. Thank you.